Good morning. I am here in Edale again at the train station, and I am planning on hiking the Great Ridge, and hopefully this time actually getting onto the Great Ridge, because last time the fog and the mist just overtook the day and I decided to change my mind and do it another day. If you want to see the previous video to this, I will put the link up here and in the description box below for you. So today I am planning on hiking up the same route in which I came down, going up to Mamtor and then heading along the Great Ridge. But I have got the most beautiful sunrise, so I shall show you that along my way. I am now near the base of Mamtor, which is above me there. It is 517 metres and it is near Castleton, which is in the High Peak district of Derbyshire. And it is called Mamtor, which is also known as Mother Hill, and that is because of all the gritstone and shale that causes the landslides all the time and causes mini hills, which is why it's called Mamtor. It's also known as the Shivering Mountain because of all the landslides. I think they normally occur on the eastern side. I am now at the point where I came down from Rushup Edge, which is along there, on my last hike here. And what I did was kind of go down there and head back down into Edale because the fog was just too bad to carry on that day. So I am now back at where I left off, which is just at the base of Mamtor. That's the ridge over here that I was walking along last time, and you can actually see it now. I've made it to the top of Mamtor. Absolutely spectacular. That is the direction in which I'm heading. This is the trig point on the top of Mamtor, and look at all that cloud below me. It is absolutely spectacular. Oh my goodness, for everybody that thinks I am crazy for getting up at silly o'clock on a morning and going out hiking, this is why. I mean, look, it is just incredible. It is so beautiful on the top of Mam Tor today. It really is. I've just come down a little bit from the trig point, got out the wind and seen this sight, and this is what I absolutely love about day hiking, because as you all probably know, I thru hike the Pacific Crest Trail, which is over 2,650 miles. So every day you're kind of trying to hit targets, you're trying to rush, and you don't get to stop very often to just absorb things. And this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to plonk my little self down there, have a coffee, have a snack, and just enjoy this view before I then carry on along this ridge here. So I'm going to be walking all along this ridge here, across the top there. Over there is Back Tor, which is kind of rocky and it kind of goes down, and the very top bit is a loose hill, and that's where the high point is at the end before I drop down then and go down into the valley, which leads into Hope. Now in the distance you can see another hill over there which is called Win Hill. I shall tell you a little bit of a story about that in a minute.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future you need space, and you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wander?
I read somewhere that Mam Tor is moving about 1 metre every 5 years, which is causing all the considerable landslides up here. But wow, what an outstanding view it is from the top. I will highly recommend anybody doing this hike. It is so gorgeous. I mean, you've got the two valleys either side of the ridge, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Now, it is, like I said, over 500 metres up here at the summit. And it's funny because I was Googling, like you do, to try and find out what the difference is between a hill and a mountain. Now, there is no universal height that defines what a mountain is. Some say it is anything above 300 metres, and other people say it's anything above 600 metres. So that's quite a varied distance, but I think it certainly feels like a mountain when you're climbing up from Edale, especially from the village. But wow, whatever it is gorgeous.
Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is an imposter when you look at me this way.
I have now reached the lowest point on the ridge today, which is Holland's Cross, and that lies between Mam Tor, which is in that direction, and Loose Hill, which is in that direction in which I am heading. Now, Holland's Cross is a popular area where walkers will come up to from one side and go down the other, because it's not as steep as going all the way up to the top of the ridges, but it's also a great starting point if you want to go one way or another as well. Now, this used to be an old traditional route between Edale and Castleton. What used to happen was they used to take coffins from Edale, because they didn't have a church there, all the way up to Holland's Cross here and all the way down over to Castleton to Hope Church. Now, a church was eventually constructed in Edale, so they no longer had to do that laborious journey, but it has given it the nickname of Coffin Road. Now, it is absolutely stunning up here, absolutely gorgeous, but I am heading that way because I've got to head over to Back Tor. But before I go, let me just show you this memorial. It's for a gentleman called Tom Hyatt, and it says, "In memory of Tom Hyatt of Long Eaton," and it was erected by members of the Long Eaton and District Group of the Ramblers Association and Friends, and that was in 1964. Now, Holland's Cross actually did have a cross up here, but it did disappear in around about 1905. I've tried to get to the bottom of it, I don't know why, but it was named after a cross. Now I'm going to carry on up this hill, which will then take me all the way over so I can get my first proper glimpses of somewhere called Back Tor. And here we have Back Tor, which I'm climbing up with the iconic tree at the top there that everyone seems to take photographs of. I'm pretty sure I've got a photograph of this somewhere. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. An imaginary battle apparently took place here in the 7th century. Now, there was someone called Edwin of Northumbria, and him and his men apparently resided over there on Win Hill, whereas Cynegel's men from Wessex apparently resided over here on Loose Hill. And what happened was Cynegel's men advanced towards Win Hill to attack Edwin's men, but Edwin's men retreated behind a wall near the summit, and as the men got closer to them, pushed over the wall that collapsed and killed them all, apparently. Now, there is absolutely no historical evidence for this whatsoever. There is no proof of it. It is apparently just completely made up between these two hills, and it's only been quite recently that someone's made up this battle. I have no idea why, but I just thought I'd share that with you when I was doing a little bit of research. It's what I found out about the two hills. This is such a fantastic view of the Great Ridge behind me. I'm nearly at the summit of Loose Hill, but this is the way I have come, all along here. And as you can see, that is the tip of Mam Tor, and then along there is the ridge of Rushop Edge, which I walked in the last video, and Edale Valley is all down there. It's so spectacular when you look at where you've been walking. I am now on the summit of Loose Hill, and it is 476 metres, so not quite as high as Mam Tor, but it is still pretty impressive. And the views are, of course, incredible. I love how all the old styles have got this groove where the amount of people that have been stepping on it is shaped a different pattern. Look at that. It's just worn down over the years. Oh, the amount of people that have passed through here. it's only September, but being near all these Christmas trees, it's starting to make me feel a little bit festive. There's Loose Hill there in the distance, and that is where I've just descended from. I think you can just about see somebody hiking up to the top of it. have arrived at my final destination, which is Hope train station in Hope. I will be getting the train from here back to Edale where I parked my car earlier. I will leave the route description link in the description box below if you're interested on seeing exactly where I've been hiking today. I will also put the link in there for the original route that I had planned, which started in Edale, went up to Rushup Edge, all along there, and then did the Great Ridge, which was the longer version of today. But I hope you have enjoyed the video. I know it has been an incredible walk. I hope you enjoyed the scenery and learnt a little bit around the area in which I've been walking. And as always, if you've liked the video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me further, feel free to do so on Patreon, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye!